I am fire. I am death.
What have we done? You didn't even give us the third. You didn't even give us the third movie in this game. That's what you did. So it's not even a complete game. What a rip-off. And people complain that the movie trilogy has a lack of closure. Gosh.
LEGO The Hobbit is the follow-up LEGO game to the LEGO The Lord of the Rings, and is the first of the two LEGO games from Warner Brothers Games and Traveller's Tales to release in 2014, exactly 10 years ago now. The second being LEGO Batman 3 Beyond Gotham, and is available on Xbox 360 and PS4. Now, LEGO The Hobbit is a game where you play through the first two movies in Peter Jackson's Hobbit trilogy, An Unexpected Journey and Desolation of Smaug. But wait, isn't there one movie missing? Oh, yes! Doi, the Battle of the Five Armies. Well, WB and Traveller's Tales games were initially going to make a DLC game where you could just play through the Battle of the Five Armies on its own as like a sequel to this game, because they of course got greedy and wanted two games out of Lego The Hobbit when they could have easily have just had the entire trilogy in one game. But no, they cancelled the DLC because they felt there was too little plot for them to make an entire game about it, and it would have been all too short. Oh wait, but didn't they make Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens in 2016, where you just played through one movie, The Force Awakens, and yeah, so it does feel like Lego kind of screwed us over when you look at it that way. But how is this game, even if it is incomplete? That is the biggest and clearest flaw with this game, to just get out of the way. Without the Battle of the Five Armies, it does feel like a missed opportunity. But I know the majority consider this to be the most disappointing Lego game of all time. And just like the Hobbit movie trilogy is considered weaker than the Lord of the Rings trilogy, this game is considered weaker than Lego The Lord of the Rings because it feels less complete. But and yeah, I do wish Lego had waited for the Battle of the Five Armies to release this game. They should have released it in December 2014 instead of April. But I still think Lego The Hobbit has well lots of value to it, and it is a flawed game, and not a Lego game classic, but it's it is a gamer that I still don't mind playing more than once. I mean, I'd still take it over some other Lego games in the franchise, and this game had certainly does respect the first two Hobbit movies by, and having Christopher Lee narrate the game is so uh, is a lovely addition, and it goes to show his sheer contribution to all things Tolkien. And it's so tragic that this and the Battle of the Five Armies were the last things he ever did before his passing in June 2015. But he would narrate uh, just before a level in this game would begin, and he does a splendid job, and the open world to explore in this game is of galactic proportions. I mean, even if they don't finish the trilogy, and they still you can still explore the entire map of Bilbo and the company of the dwarves quest from the Shire to Lake Town to Mirkwood to the Goblin tunnels to Rivendell to Erebor, the Lonely Mountain itself, and even Dale. Yeah, and you can even uh, ride on eagles to fast travel to locations. I mean, I don't think you could ever do that in Lego Lord of the Rings. So that's one thing this game did improve upon that game. And I also like some of the character designs in Lego The Hobbit better than I did in Lego The Lord of the Rings, especially Lego Galadriel. Her design looks that much more accurate to how she does in the movies, and I'm and you I'm sure somehow you can even play as well a big Smaug and just fly across all the entire Middle Earth map. Yeah, I mean that sounds like the coolest thing ever. And though Smaug as a playable character is just a regular sized figure with a dragon head, and there and the characters to collect in this game don't disappoint. Yeah, you can play as Bilbo, a foreign Gandalf and Turiel, and Bars, Thranduil, and you and Azog and Bolg, and you can you even get to do side missions along your travels, and Lego would continue this in like Lego The Incredibles, the the voice acting perfectly done. It's it's less the voice actors are recording new lines of dialogue for the game and more just recorded dialogue from the movies, which is exactly what Lego The Lord of the Rings did. And this game does include the soundtrack of the Hobbit trilogy, and it's just so comforting to hear the opening theme as you play this game. And the combat in this game is rather top notch, and you you get to combine the dwarves and their techniques, so you can even take on enemies like trolls and the Goblin King, and uh, when you combat Azog and Bolga, you get to smash a certain button to overpower your opponent before they overpower you. So uh, the uh, so the combat boss levels in this game are nothing short of thrilling, and they're because this game just has two movies. It is shorter than other Lego games, so there are technically 16 levels in general. Lego normally have 6 levels per movies. Well, in this game, they've stretched out An Unexpected Journey and Desolation of Smaug to 8 levels each. If you just included Battle of the Five Armies, you would have had a longer game and you would have been able to just keep the 6 level per movie structure. With An Unexpected Journey, you get to play through the opening prologue, which is rather Eric, where Smaug takes Erebor, and then you play through the party at Bag End, which is a pretty short level. Yeah, some levels in this game are far longer and more complicated than others, but that is one of the simpler levels. And then you play through Azog the Defiler, where Balin tells Bilbo the story about how Thorin defeated Azog at the Battle of Moria. Then you play through the Troll level, and then you play through uh, the company meeting Radagast and the Orc chase. Then you play through the Stone Giant Thunder Battle, which looks colossal. So yeah, visually, this is one of the most strikingly good Lego games. I mean, 10 years later, the visuals are certainly look more refined than the visuals in the very first Lego game, Lego Star Wars, the video game, which looks like arse today. And uh, then you play through the Goblin Tunnel levels when first you play through Bilbo and Gollum's riddles in the dark game, and then final level and unexpected journey is where uh, you uh, you battle Azog and his orc pack in Out of the Frying Pan, and then as you transition to the Desolation of Smaug, then uh, you play through uh, the encounter with Beorn, then the journey through Mirkwood with the spiders, and then you escape Thranduil's kingdom in the barrels, and then you uh, play through all the Lake Town stuff, which is mostly Turiel and Legolas fighting Bolg, and then you play through Gandalf and Radagast exploring the High Fells, the Witch Kings too, which is kind of a filler level in all honesty. Yeah, you could have cut that from the game, and then you play through the Dol Guldur battle, which is the best level where that Radagast and Gandalf get to play through, and uh, then you play through the uh, dwarf company climbing the statue of Thor to find the hidden door into the mountain, which also kind of feels like filler. You could have combined that into one level, and then where the dwarves and Bilbo get to Smaug in the exact same level, but the final level of the game, Inside Information, yeah, that's feels huge in scale, where we get to see uh, the Godzilla-sized Smaug finally. But just think of all the levels we were robbed of but by this game and missing out the third film. Like we could have played through bars stopping Smaug from burning down Lake Town, Galadriel kicking Sauron's ass in Dol Guldur, and the Battle of the Five Armies itself, especially well, Thorin confronting Azog one last time on Ravenhill. Uh, so yeah, the game just cuts off with Bilbo saying, "What have we done?" And from then on, yeah, it's just all there is to do is collect more characters and explore more locations. So overall, Lego The Hobbit, despite a anticlimactic ending that's uh, literally leaves us on a cliffhanger that's never gets resolved, and despite being one of the most rushed out and cash grabber Lego games, it's uh, it's still could have turned out a total disaster, but it didn't. So there is clearly care put into it to replicate Peter Jackson's Hobbit trilogy and to capture the charm. It's just sucks that we don't get the entire trilogy in this game. I wouldn't blame you if you want to pass on this gamer, I I would say this is neither the best nor the worst game from Lego. This was a appropriate time to sit and talk about this game as with the Lord of the Rings, the War of the Rohirrim releasing this December, and there was still a bunch of other Middle Earth content I have yet to get through, and this game did turn 10 years old. Yeah, and I will more than happily review any Lego game, no, regardless of what it is.
I give Lego The Hobbit 3 stars out of 5. Good game.
So yeah, I've just been in such a Lego gamer mood as of late, and I recently just purchased Lego Harry Potter game collection on updated for PS4, and have been having a blast revisiting the Wizarding World in Lego again. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. And what are your thoughts on Lego The Hobbits? And how does it rank with the other Lego game installments? So for you, please comment and let me know. Please like this video and subscribe. Please follow on Twitter and on Instagram. And I'll see you all next time. And remember, movies are arts. Bye, guys.